next Monday night, so we'll go talk to them and share some more of that. But I think everything we had to face going into budgets, that we're at a good spot. And
Yeah, I mean, hopefully our general basic and fund balance is a little bit better than what we project and that we can put some more towards the jail.
Yeah.
That's my hope and goal, so we'll see what happens there.
and if we can have another year like that before the project's fully done, we're
Yes.
possibly able to commit significant amount to it. The second year helps significantly, but worst case scenario, that ending fund balance would carry us, not
Yeah, and
first choice.
you know, if we could have levied for that additional 150 that we have to pay this year would help, but since we can't, it is what it is, so.
So this is for information, it's stuff we've reviewed. We don't need action to take the step to get it submitted on.
I don't think
Timely.
so, no. Are you guys okay with the definitions I have down below for increases, or if you want me to add anything more, I certainly can, or change it?
That's exactly what it is. It is what it is.
Was it?
Yeah, I think we worked through it pretty good. Yeah, we had.
Somewhat, not really this year's budget, but some of the local sheriff's office not participating with ICE, and it's become an issue at the state level. And I know there was discussion from the state forcing local sheriff's offices to comply or to participate. Well, that is not fully refunded or funded by ICE, so it's a local cost that is being borne, and it's not an effort to be, my opinion, it's not an effort to be a sanctuary. It's not these labels that get thrown out there. It's, we're paying for work that should be being done by someone else.
Dollars.
And the state, I know, put out a couple considerations. I don't know if they were bills or studies or what, but to force counties to do that, I don't know how they can do it without the exempting language of 25B that says they can't force us to expend money that they didn't allocate. But there it is again in that. I said,
Absolutely.
there's no way they can do that without it. And there it was. That language is there again. So feel free to talk to our representatives and anyone you can. That, to me, that exempting language is just
I know.
unethical.
Well, this notice will be put in the paper next week and on the websites, and it'll be, the mailers will go out next week, I'm guessing. So if you get questions, I just want you, give you this little thing here to try to explain to people,
I'm
but,
gonna take this with me.
yep. They're not, I mean, I'm sorry, but they need to make this more in layman terms for somebody.
Yeah.
They say it's educating the public, but it's not.
It's
I saw a
not.
comment on Facebook the other day that my taxes are going up $500. Is it, or is that a projection of
That was from the
evaluation
year
increase
before.
that didn't happen?
Yeah, yeah.
And what entity actually jumped? The city, the school, the,
Yeah, I mean, it's just not the county. We're city, school, townships, area school. I mean, it's just not the county going up, it's everybody. So unfortunately, we're just the ones that collect it, so I think it's all the counties, and it's not. I think Sharon said, if you go on Beacon, she put a pie on there so you could tell you
She did
exactly.
get that done?
Yes, exactly how much percentage of your levies go to the cities, the schools, the townships. You know, of course, the rural is going to be more county and schools, but I think 60% was cities, maybe, Sharon said, but I don't know for
most-
sure.
She did that?
most
Yeah.
cases when that was put on county websites, the schools were the one that, why are you doing this? What's? I've not heard anything yet.
But, you know, we're all tied to this, so.
Well, if we don't have to take action, is there anything further? Sorry, I jumped on my soapbox. You guys want to turn?
As you can see, they're getting this all done. And done, and
Be all right with the flag remaining there, or doesn't get in the way too much, does it?
I think so. I think they got the downstairs pretty much done, or upstairs, I don't know where they're at, but they're working on it.
3, 4 guys here, didn't they?
Yeah, they have two been working, and then of course we had all the electricians here and getting everything done
Well,
and everything,
It's
so.
getting there.
I mean, I know eventually we can take those things off the wall, but that's gonna have to be a while project. I don't know what that's gonna cost, and then there's gonna have to be work done behind it, so they're not hurting anything, so we're just gonna leave them as is for a while.
Leave them sit there.
Yeah, until we know where we're at with a few things. So they're not, so it's not hurting anything, so we're good.
Okay. Anything else concerning courthouse, committee reports, economic development, future agenda items?
Just an
Consider a motion to
FYI.
help me sign documents, or?
You know, April's coming around the pike here. April 14th is the last of the 2080 with Lions, so we'll have to consider something
Yes, it
further.
is. Has
So
anybody ever reached out to anybody else?
I have
I
not.
sent a copy of the current agreement to a Dickinson County supervisor and a Clay County supervisor, and have not heard anything back. I've not pushed either, but
So just another 6 weeks here or so. So it's going to be here before we know it. So
hoping those aren't our only options. But Sue wasn't real helpful to Lyon County in the long run, and O'Brien, I've heard, is feeling short-staffed already, so.
I shouldn't say this because we need somebody, but I think it actually costs the county that's providing the service more than at times, I should say, than it really costs. You know what I'm saying?
yep, I do.
There's other things
You're giving up
involved
there,
there.
yeah.
I think the Sioux County was willing, Trini was willing to help, but I'm not for sure if the board was willing to go any further than that. So, and I don't know, I haven't talked to Nolan about continuing it over there or the supervisor. So, and I have not had any applicants or.
Somebody's talked to Sioux County?
Well, no,
Sue.
just Sue only helped for like that first time with Lion,
3 months or whatever.
and then they didn't want to. The board didn't want to continue helping them. They, for some reason, I don't know why.
I know one of these guys pretty well. I'll just reach out. to
Okay,
him and see
that would be
what he
great.
says.
And I think some of it was probably post-flood demands of the
Mhm.
county, that their workload was probably heavier than some years, so I'm not trying to.
And I didn't know if we could,
but
have somebody for like the juvenile cases and magistrate, and then something for the criminal side, or
Any
split it out. No.
applicants?
No. I had one yesterday. Well, I don't know if it was yesterday. It just had a resume, but then it had nothing in the body of the email. So I sent it to spam to see if it,
Oh,
and I haven't heard back. So I'm assuming it's spam because it didn't have anything in the body of it. So I like to, and I don't even know what they were applying for because I didn't click on it. I sent it to make sure it wasn't a phishing one.
That'd be a good idea.
I'm assuming it was, but.
I apologize for my ignorance.
Oh, that's all right. I didn't even notice that until you said that. I was like, oh, yeah, that does look like that. Yeah, that really does. Like, ooh, yeah.
Did Rochelle?
Did I do that? Didn't surprise me here.
And it didn't hold. Anyone interested in adjournment then?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Yeah, I'll second it.
Motion by Helmer, support from the board. All those in favor?